Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We go live to the government right now. Well, thank you very much indeed.
TJ Malden Leadership Podcast has become a member.
Fantastic. I will upgrade you very shortly. We now go over live in the last few moments. Are we about to pass the bill? Look at this. This is live now from the US government. Very exciting. I've been watching the drama unfold. We're going to listen in. 2 minutes left. From the floor. This is to the bill. Yes, 130 Republicans, 27. They've got the majority, of course, and they've got some of their own party saying no. Democrats is 100% no so far, but we're getting closer. We have a few seconds to go. Very, very interesting. I've been watching the debate this afternoon with great interest and passion, watching how the American government decide to do things. Find it really interesting, actually really good. I like the way it was done. Very interesting. Anyway, there you go. 134 say yay, 135, 30 in between. 101 votes left. 100 votes left, 30 in between. One Democrat now has gone against, has agreed to the bill. Here we go. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Is it going to pass? Is the stock market going to explode on the news? It's already up today. I've already had a swing today of over $6,000. My best ever day on the show. Best ever amount of money I've ever made on the show before. Here we go. 136. It's getting close. 30. 30 votes separate now. I love the way they're doing this, I have to say. I wish we did this in England. This is very, very impressive. You can see what everyone's voting on their phones and iPads and all the rest of it. Very, very good. 95 left. If we get the yays, will be the bill has passed. There we go. Just 30 separate now. 89 left. Still a government shutdown is on the cards. This will go into the evening, of course. Just a few hours left. 81 left. Oh, that 40 now in between. It's 40. It's very, very close. A lot more Republicans are saying no to the bill than Democrats. Last few seconds. People now entering the room to see how it's going to go. The announcement. Will the government shut down? Here we go. 142 yes. 183 no. They're voting on the bill. They're voting on the bill. Time is up. It says 0. Time remaining 0. So it looks like they're still allowed to vote. I'm surprised by that, but the time remaining is 0. And there are 40 votes. It looks like we've got a government shutdown. Still no agreement. 68 votes. It's obviously allowed to go through. It's very, very close. Very, very close now. Oh, it's catching up. Look at that. The yeas, 153. Which way is it going to go? Time remaining is up, but obviously they're allowed to vote. Don't quite know how that works, but this is interesting. 30 votes in it. That's all there is. There's 52 votes left and 30 in it. It could all change in the last few seconds. 156 Republicans, yes, they vote on this bill that we go forward and there's no government shutdown. I just watched the debate. It was very interesting, actually. Democrats is going ahead now. 190. 48 votes left. And we've got 18 votes left. If it doesn't change, then the Democrats will win. The government is still into a shutdown. And it will go on again tonight. But of course, we're running out of time now. We've only got about 4 hours left, I believe. Something like that. Fascinating. 48. Fascinating watching this. Okay, I've got to say I'm very interested in it. Well, 30 votes in it now, and there's 42 on the table. How close is it going to get? 30 votes on the table with 39 left. So another 9 votes to go, and the Republicans won't be able to win. They need to get 8 left. There's 30 votes in it. If eight more go to the Republican, to the Democrat, it's all over. The shutdown will continue, and they'll have to go back again and debate. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the way this works. I wish we did this in England, where you can see what everyone's voting. I've got to say, it's actually quite fascinating. Very impressed, actually. Very good. 37. Where are we now? Votes remaining, 37. Oh, blimey, look at that. There's 30 in it. There's 30 in it and 37 votes remaining. So it's holding. There's a lot of debate going on the floor right now, a lot of fighting going on, because literally you need everyone that's left, bar 6 in fact, to go Republican. What's going to happen? This is quite incredible. We're watching a bit of history here. And here's the stock market, how it will react. It's my biggest ever swing today. I've made more money today than I've ever made in the history of my life. $6,000 swing today on my portfolio. Overnight, I was up all night buying it, buying the dips, looking at the news, talking to people. I didn't sleep at all. And because of that, I'm up today $6,000. Best ever day. Volatility presents opportunity. 35 left. There we go. We've got 30. There are 30 votes in it with 34 votes left. Wow. 33 votes left. Oh, a couple more have gone the way of the Republican. 33 votes left. Every single vote now has to go, bar 1, has to go to the Republican Party for it to pass. And then we do not have a government shutdown, at least until March. Way past the inauguration period. 30 left. It's 31 in it. Oh my gosh. One more vote goes to the Democrats out of the 30, and the Democrats will have it. There will be a shutdown. 29 votes. 29 in it. In fact, I think, am I right in saying 68, 96? I think that's it. It's going to be a government shutdown. You might see the market start to drop again. We've been expecting a resolution on this, and it doesn't look like we have got that now. 28 votes left, and we have 26, 27 votes left. Yeah, there you go. There's 30 in it, and there's 27 votes left. So there you go. There will be a continuation of the shutdown. They'll have to go back and debate again. But there you go. There it is live. The markets haven't reacted yet. They will. This is live happening. This is the very first time I've watched a government debate. Being from England, it's the first time I've covered this. I have to say I'm very impressed with the way this works. For those who don't know, I would have been, if I'd stood in my seat, I would have won and become a member of Parliament in the United Kingdom. I would have been like a senator here in Britain, in the United Kingdom. So I am familiar with politics. I love it. I love the way it works. And I have to say, America does a great job. I've never actually watched this before, but this is actually quite interesting. The word will be getting out, I would have thought, by now to the stock market. As you can see, it's not actually moving at the moment. People still expecting the bill will be passed by tonight. We've got the gap is closing. The gap is closing. It'll be interesting to see where these last 25 votes go. I'm not so sure why time remaining is 0, and yet you've got allowed to still vote. I don't know what that's about. I mean, what is that? People in the toilet forgot to check their phones, or what? I don't know why they would do that, but that's the way it works. So no, there is a government. There's still a government shutdown. 70, 80, 90, 96, 70, 80, 90, 96. If every single vote goes the way of the Republicans now, every single vote, it will be a dead draw. If one more vote goes to the Democrat, it's done. There's nothing you can do to change it. We will be in a government shutdown once again. They'll have to go back and renegotiate. Seconds to go, and then we're going to be talking about XRP. Hopefully we're going to have Sensei call in today. The noise you can hear is not me. It's not a noisy studio. It's me broadcasting the audio from the floor. I hope you're finding this entertaining. I'm finding it very entertaining, I have to say. It's very exciting. There we go, 79. Literally one more vote. One more vote. That's all it requires. There's 24 votes separating the yays and the nays, and there are 24 votes remaining. And that went the way of the Republicans. 23 votes left. These last 23 votes are taking some time, which is bizarre to watch as time has run out. This is the market. It's going sideways. Our biggest ever day. I've been up all night buying, trading, and I've gained $6,000, as you can see. Nearly 5.8 from the bottom.
It's a long process. Sometimes it takes a while to reach consensus, but we're going to do the right thing here tonight. The American Relief Act of 2024 will provide temporary funding to get us into the first part of next year. We're excited about that because Republicans will have control of the White House and the Senate and the House, and we'll be able to make the key decisions about funding for the 2025 fiscal year. So this will allow us the opportunity to do that. In addition, we're going to take care of Americans who have suffered true devastating emergencies and disasters. We had, of course, a record hurricane season with Helene and Milton that did real damage across as many as 6 states. There's $100 billion to provide much needed relief to those people, those Americans who have really been struggling and still are from those storms. And in addition to that, we have $10 billion of emergency aid to our farmers and ranchers. Many of the small farms in America are on the verge of collapse, primarily because of Bidenomics and inflation. The high cost of inputs and fertilizer and seed and everything that they need to keep those farms going, and they've had 3 lost years in a row, some of it because of drought, a lot of it because of the economics of it, and it doesn't make sense for lenders to provide them funding anymore. And so this is a stopgap measure to save those farms, to save food production in America, to ensure that we have that diversity in the marketplace, and our food supply is directly related to national security. So it's a very, very important thing for both parties to do, to provide that aid. We also have a clean extension of the Farm Bill, a clean extension of health extenders that are necessary.
Okay, we haven't.
And a couple of other details. Everything that I just told you was negotiated in a bipartisan fashion.
We have not got an agreement yet. So they've just voted again.
In this legislation is that we are going to push the debt limit to January.
There still is no agreement that it will go back to another vote. But yet, there it is. There is the information. I'm bringing it to you. Very interesting stuff. But no, we do not have an agreement yet at all. The markets are going sideways. It will go back to discussion. I have been watching it throughout the afternoon. I have to say, very, very impressed with the way the government works. I have to say, up to this moment, I've got to be honest with you, up to this moment, having been in politics myself, I was a bit, what's all this government shutdown nonsense all about? It seems a bit mental, really, if you ask me. And we debated it today. Look, government should never be in a position where it shuts down. It's absolute flipping nonsense. However, I've got to say, after watching this today, it was a great showing from American politics, the way people were debating. And I like that live vote as well. Thought that was very good. So what's going to happen now? We are still on a government shutdown. The reason why the market is so up today is because of CPI, which told you that there would be 2 rate cuts next year, not 4, like everyone priced in. That's why the FOMC report dropped. That's why I bought more. Then overnight, we had all the threats from Donald Trump about tariffs. That scared markets around the world. I bought more, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I haven't slept at all. And this is my greatest ever day, a $5.5, nearly $6,000 swing. Very, very nice indeed. And also we had PPI came in well as well. It did very well indeed. Let me just hear, this is from the Republicans right now. Let's hear what they're saying now.
And communities as our fellow citizens rebuild and restore. The relief efforts are ongoing. It will be months, if not years, before life returns to normal.
So basically what you're seeing right now, and I'm learning this is fascinating stuff. What we're watching right now is the politicians going backwards and forwards again, debating and having conversation. This has been going on all day. I've been watching it in between the shows, and they will go to a vote again. And they'll keep doing this and doing this and doing this until we get a resolution or time runs out and that the government shuts down for Christmas, which would be terrible. We don't want to see that. So we'll go back if there's any update, but it's fascinating watching the arguments go backwards and forwards. Very, very impressed with the way the American system works. I like it. You just got to win the argument, be better at negotiating. What I was hearing a lot today was from... the Democrats do not like Elon Musk coming in, and this is the Democrat side now. This lady here.
Opposition to this continuing resolution. We had a strong bipartisan, bicameral agreement among the leadership of both parties at both ends of the Capitol to
So basically what she's saying is they had an agreement and the Republicans went against it. Apparently that's their version of this. But what I didn't like, what they were saying was they don't like the fact Elon Musk made a tweet 3 o'clock in the morning with Donald Trump and said, no, don't do this. They're very angry that that Elon Musk, an unelected official, can have such a say in the US government. That's what's going on. But all this wrangling going on is fascinating to watch, and I'll be bringing you more as it breaks throughout the afternoon, whatever. But the reason why I'm up so much today is, as I explained today in our opening bell show, and we also made a video about it as well, is because I went all in, big time. And when I say big time, when I say all in, I mean all in. Look at my position. I've now got... as you can see there's my margin amount there. Can you see it on the screen? Huge. I've now got $205,000 in the main account, and I've now got $30,000. Basically, I've got $250,000 now invested. At 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, I was buying all of this because the market's all overreacted. I knew that CPI would be good today, so I went all in with my margin, basically put everything on the line. And we're not just going to get to $1 million on this portfolio by the end of the decade. We're going to go way past that. And now I'm aiming at a much bigger figure of $10 million, but not by the end of the decade, of course. That will go on into the future. But that's what I'm now working towards. So we got a great day today. Those that bought the dip would have made a lot of money. I hope you did. We encouraged you that. All the information was clear to me. There was no issue whatsoever with what was said at the FOMC report. But of course, the markets oversold it. People got fearful and they just gave their shares to me on a discount. So thank you very much if that was you. I'm only joking, of course. Or not really joking. If you sold last night, I did buy your shares. Okay, so we're going to keep our eye on that as the government goes backwards and forwards and it goes to another vote. Hopefully, I'll better cover it for you. But this afternoon, other than the government shutdown, we're going to be talking about some other things. We're talking about time to profit, target again, XRP, chart analysis. We have Sensei hopefully joining me any minute, calling into the show. Let me open up the phone lines. I don't know if Sensei is here yet. Let me see. The phone line is now open. We had a great debate this morning, one of our best ever. Is Sensei in the chat? No, he's not in the chat yet. So I will just talk to Sensei now on the line. Okay, message. Okay, here we go. Join us when you can. All right, so we're watching the government shutdown. We've got Sensei trying to call in to give you some information. It's a very, very big day. Very, very big day. Now then, if you didn't tune in last night, we're waiting for Sensei to call in. If you didn't tune in last night, we had an historic moment. It was a very, very special moment on our show. In fact, it was YouTube history last night. YouTube history was created last night. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the stock that all of you missed. All of you have missed this, but you didn't just miss it. You really missed it. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to share with you a piece of history. This one here. This was Mobix Labs last night, and you may have noticed it's gone from 24% down to 11% down. I had a swing today of 12%. Big deal. Really big deal. Why is it a big deal? Well, if I share with you, and I'll do it live so you can all see what you missed last night, you missed a piece of history. Very hard to replicate. Last night, past live stream, Mobix Labs. No big deal, right? No big deal. An earnings report, what's the big deal about that? Click on it. See what happens. This is the live earnings last night. Last night, we covered the earnings. It was a live event. However, what we also did on the earnings last night was this. We created history for the first time ever. Live on YouTube, broadcasting an earnings, I called in to an SEC regulated earnings. Would you like to hear it? The moment it happened, a bit of history. And we got the question about NVIDIA.
Getting increased opportunities or increased...
Here it comes. Bit of history now. Bit of YouTube history. And we bring you always the best information. Doesn't everyone want to know the next business to link to NVIDIA?
And that say it's less...
Okay. Here we go. Stand by and listen to this. This is a live call.
And our next question will be coming from the line of Martyn Lucas.
There was a gap because I couldn't hear her. I couldn't hear her on the phone. So there's a little second gap.
Martyn Lucas, your line is open.
Oh, thank you very much. You went quiet there. Thank you very much for allowing me on your call today. I represent the investor family known as the Lucasades who watch my YouTube TV show and follow Mobix with great enthusiasm. I have two questions for you. The first one is, what specific strategies or initiatives is Mobix Labs prioritizing to drive shareholder value and ensure consistent stock price growth in both the short and long term?
Well, thanks, Mark. Thanks for the question. You know, our strategy has been...
You need to listen to this because it's one of our top
two parts.
stock picks.
Organic growth and then an M&A
this could
strategy
be the NVIDIA of the future.
Accelerate that growth. On the organic side, we focus on connectivity, wireless communications, security imaging, and detection. Those are our primary focuses. And then on the M&A side, we have a well-defined process, and we're looking at areas in aerospace and defense, transportation, medical, wireless communications. So it's a combination, both short-term, what we have in front of us will drive the organic growth, and then over the longer term, our M&A strategy will accelerate that growth.
Here comes the question you all need as big investors.
My follow-up question is, as we all know, investors around the world are extremely passionate and excited about where NVIDIA is going. So my viewers have asked me to ask this question. As NVIDIA is so popular now with retail investors, and are there any ways that you could introduce your technology to them for a strategic partnership? This would surely be a great move.
Yes, we agree with that. Well, first, we applaud NVIDIA and their great success. We are a believer of GPU-accelerated solutions, and of course, AI is driving that. And I think we're seeing more AI end use cases, right? So we expect that will continue to grow. Now, we believe that Mobix's IP is applicable in the same ecosystem. So we're excited to be attached to applications that live alongside where. Now, what we expect as, you know, of course, with their success, we're going to see use cases which we think are going to require increased expectations for things like higher demand rate and higher bandwidth type applications. And we feel that fits really well in the areas that we're developing.
Well, thank you very much for that and giving us the chance to ask you two questions. And congratulations today on your call from all of the Lucasades. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martyn.
There you go. A little bit of history there yesterday. So what we're trying to do here on this channel is not associate ourselves with YouTubers at all. We're building a TV network. My influences and my relationships are being built alongside CEOs, hedge fund managers, building friendships, being impartial, which is why I only earn the S&P to bring you this information. I believe that Mobix could be a strategic partner for NVIDIA. And if you've not followed what we've been discussing here for months, we were in on this stock at a few cents, and now it went to 270. I told everyone to take profit. It went down to wherever it went down to. It went down about sort of, I think, 30-40%, and now it's made half of that back again. It's very early days, so hopefully you took your profit. Now you own more for free. You've sort of got your seed money out, and it is great. Essentially, for those who don't know what Mobix is, MOBX, and I'm not paid or sponsored. These are just friends and associates I'm now building relationships with. What Mobix Labs does, it provides the wireless transmission of data, very fast data, like 5G. But don't think of 5G as telephones. Think of it, when you go for the airport, you put your hands up and you walk through, that data, that huge amount of data that's collected from your image and your body and so on and so forth, is moved via Mobix. That's what they do. So my interest is when we need and require wireless AI data to be transmitted. This is where Mobix comes in. So mark my words, in the future we could be looking at Mobix as the NVIDIA of the future. And you heard it first here. I spoke, and I am speaking directly with the CEO live on earnings call. So that's what this show's all about, and that was a bit of history. I don't think any YouTuber has ever been able to call in, even though I'm not a YouTuber. This proves the point. I don't think anyone's ever been able to call into an earnings call like that. So there you go. Thought I would share that with you. Right, we're also talking about the government shutdown today, and we're also talking about XRP, and we're waiting for Sensei to join us. Also, at any moment, we can give away $100 in XRP. We're doing it regularly now. We can just have a live phone in, and it's a 1 in 10 chance. This is our game. It's called, I can't say the words, because the moment I say the words, we will announce it. This was our winner last time. We give away $100 in XRP live on the show. If anybody is sponsoring, anybody's watching the show right now, and you would like to sponsor this show right now, you can actually be the sponsor for a $100 XRP giveaway live right now in the show if you would like to do it. Okay, so if there's anybody in the show that right now, we've got 3,000 people who have come through the show so far. It's going to be a big event as we await Sensei. 2878 so far, so nearly 3,000 have been in so far. If you are watching and you'd like to sponsor a giveaway, you can do it at any point. Say you would. I'll explain how it works. I will give you my XRP address on the show. You can send it in, and then we give it away. It's a 1 in 10 chance of anyone winning, so we could do that at any moment. All right, so there you go. Now then, while we await Sensei, he's just coming back from work. He's out at the moment. He's just making his way back. Let me just see what's going on here. Let me refresh this screen. For those who just tuned in for the first time as well, or you've been watching the show for a while equally, if you look under the show, the video, we've now got a new service added yesterday. We now stream in 4K, Ultra 4K. Click the cogs and you'll have, if you've got the bandwidth, you'll be able to watch and listen. The whole thing has upgraded sound and visuals in 4K. There is the 4K option if you have got the ability to listen in 4K. All right. We might be going back to the House if we get more movements on the government. We're waiting for Sensei to call in. We will open the phone lines up as well if you want to call in to be on tonight's show. This is what's going in on the House live right now.
That's what happened in the 1980s when Ronald Reagan was president. The biggest thing that he did was
We're going around and round on this until we get a resolution tonight. But at the moment, the government is shutting down in a few hours' time. Nobody wants that. All right. Okay. Let me now go over to a couple of things you need to know. First of all, this is Sensei's exclusive all chart show on Sunday. And what we're going to do right now is, as you know, if you are a member of our channel, you can access Sensei 24/7 on our Discord. We've got free training. We don't sell it like Meet Kevin and all these people. We provide it for free, always for free. So if you want to be part of our membership plan, there it is. It's a couple of bucks to be a member, and you get many perks, including the training. I cover all the costs. I run everything for you, and there it is. You can also access our scalp trader. You can also access Sensei. But this is Sensei's show on Sunday. If you want to join Sensei on Sunday, you can. This is Sensei's show on Sunday. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to give the first 10 people the chance to get a chart done, a technical chart done. All right, the first 10 people. There you go. The first 10 people. Right, there you go. So we'll see who's first. The first 10 people, I've just given you the link. Click on it right now. The first 10 people that want a chart, go into here, click live chat in Sensei's show on Sunday, 3 p.m. The first 10 people, you're going to get a chart done for you. How cool is that? Very, very cool indeed. It's a free service to our members, and just come on in as a member. I'll see your badge. The first 10 people, write down your ticker, and he will do a chart for you. He'll answer your questions, so you'll have your own chart for your favorite stock. It's first come, first serve. Click on it now. I'm waiting to see who the first 10 are. There we go. We've got our first one. Guide MMO's come in. You're not a member of the channel, I'm afraid. Nor is Shane Gianni. You're not a member either. Concept Films, you're not a member. This is a member's perk, folks. It's a member's perk. I will call in. Sensei is about to call in. He's live in the show. The first 10 people, members, if you want to request. There we go. Our cat. Joey, our cat. Sensei will look at your chart on Sunday. Congratulations. Sensei will be taking note of this. He'll be jumping in himself, and he will see exactly what's been going on here. So there you go. Our cat. There's the first one. 9 more. Tom Richardson, new member who joined today. We're giving this to you. No cash left, Martyn. No cash left. It's a free service. You're a member. You don't have to pay for it. PLTR, the Peckman. PLTR. Yes, number 2. Zach wants MSTR. MicroStrategy. There you go. You shall get it. Kim Priest, XLM. You shall get it. Cedar Trees would like SENX. SENX. You shall get it. Absolutely fantastic. This is great. Very, very good. I think we got one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me have a look. 5. We got 5 more. Pfizer. 4 more. 4 more to go. Papa has just become a member. 4 more to go. Sensei will call into the show in a few moments, and you can also get these charts done. It's a member's perk. You need to write it in here. I've given you all the link. 4 more to go. Mobix, 3 more to go. Very, very good choice, Mobix. Tom Richardson, very, very, very good choice, by the way. 3 to go. 3 more we'll give away. How cool is this? SENS, SENS, Preston B. You're not a member, I'm afraid, of our channel. It's a member's perk. SMCI, I think we have 1 more, and that will be it. Preston XLM, no, Preston, you're not a member of the channel. You need to be a member. This is one of our many, many perks. We can't just do it for everybody. Otherwise, everything would break. All right. It's already at breaking point. TPL, Malk UK. There we go. Fantastic. That's going to keep Sensei busy on Sunday. Now make sure that you've tapped the like button and click reminder. Click reminder so you won't miss the show on Sunday. Now then, you may notice we started to produce less videos than ever before, and go live even more. The reason for that is to provide the best service because everyone's a member now. It's way over 98%. And the reason for that is we want to just be live with you all day rather than just making videos to make money. That's never what I wanted to do, and that's not what I'm doing. So what we've done, you're going to get a lot less notifications. So that being said, let me explain something to you. If you don't want to miss any of our charts, our giveaways, we have cash giveaways. It's completely free. You don't have to be a member. Sensei is about to call in, by the way, if you've tuned in for that XRP analysis. If you want to win money, it's free. We give it away all the time. You don't have to be a member or any of those things. You don't want to miss a show. We've now got people who have the show on mute at work waiting to see me put this on the screen. And when they see that go on the screen, they unmute and get ready. They don't want to miss it. We've done 5 giveaways now, $500. I think it's 500 or 4, I can't remember now. And it's a 1 in 10 chance to win. Absolutely fantastic. All right, absolutely fantastic. 1 in 10 chance. It's such a good chance to win. We love it because bots and trolls and scammers will never win because they're too lazy. Whereas people are on it, a 1 in 10 chance of winning. It's fantastic. So you don't miss anything, I encourage you to do this. All right, it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to win the money. Right? Here is what you need to do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as I'm showing you in this little video. And you've turned the bell on. So you're making it set to all. Okay? You can turn it off and check you've done that just by going into the bell, turning it off, and go to all. All right? Now you'll be notified when I go live or there's an event. And you won't get too many notifications because I'm making a lot less videos now and going live a lot more. So there's very few notifications because I'm live just all the time. So it's 1 stream, maybe 2 a day. That's it. Now, if you're not getting notified, it's because you've not done that or you've not turned on the notifications for YouTube overall. If that then gives you too many notifications for other people, you can go and turn off individual channels or personalize it, whatever. So do what you like. I would just say yes, turn everybody else off and leave me on. That's what you can do. But of course, you don't want to do that. You can personalize, and that way you'll never miss one of our shows. Strongly recommend you do that. Then you won't miss anything. You won't miss the giveaways. You won't miss the charts. You won't miss breaking news. And everybody will be a winner. All right? Fantastic. Okay. There's a little bit of maintenance for you. So then, let me give everybody once again the link for Sunday. Make sure that you've clicked the like, rung the bell, and you know what you're doing. There it is in the chat. All right? Brilliant. Let me see how many of you have liked it. I'm waiting for Sensei to call in any moment now. And let me refresh the screen. Let's see how many likes we've got. We've got 6 likes and you've tapped the like. Okay, great. Make sure that you've all tapped the like button so you won't miss the show on Sunday. I've got another thing here for you. Tonight, it's our Christmas party. Tonight, last week, it was XRP Ladies Night. Tonight, with Elton John, I've got my Elton John jacket I won when I won the World Piano Man. It's Christmas concert tonight, drinking beer, live show, starts in 1.5 hours on my music channel. Here is the link for tonight's show. If you want to join me, I will make a video Christmas card for your loved one for Christmas. So you will have a very, very unique Christmas present that you will not be able to get anywhere. Okay? Something I charged $500 for, I'm giving them away tonight. Members only again. All right? So let me give you the link. This is the Christmas party tonight. So let me give it to you in the chat now. And I will give the first 5 Christmas song requests for free for members. Christmas live tonight. Okay, you ready? Here comes the link. There it is. The first 5 members who pop on in, I'll pin it to the top. You can have a free song Christmas request tonight, which I will make to give to you, to your loved ones. All right, let's have a look. How many people are jumping in? Here we go. Live chat. James is already in. There we go. Smash the like button. Thank you, James. And what that means is when we go live, if you say, Martyn, can you sing White Christmas for my wife or my husband or my girlfriend or my son or daughter, say, for example, I will do it. I'll say, this song is from Fred Blogs, and it's going to wife Fred Blogs. And you'll be able to clip the video underneath as a pair of scissors, clip it, share it to your loved one for Christmas, and they will have their very own Christmas video card. And that's something I charge $500 for, and you get that for free, one of my members. All right, so there you go. Come on in, leave me your song request. When you get in there, this is in an hour and a half from now. Make sure you tap the like button, share if you want your family to join us. It's being broadcast tonight in 4K and surround sound, so make sure you watch it on a big screen TV. It will sound absolutely fantastic, and you can have your Christmas card and birthdays if it's your birthday. Christmas concert tonight. There it is. Okay, the first 5 requests get done for free. All right, AC/DC. Do I look like I can sing AC/DC? I'm a piano man, all right? Think more Billy Joel, Elton John. You know what I'm saying? AC/DC, bloody hell. Ron Ziegler, what you doing? All right, so there you go. That's that done. We do have Sensei on the line, so we're going to bring Sensei in a couple of moments' time. You can see him live with me now. He's got his chart ready to go. There he is. Sensei, how are you, mate? Are you well? You're muted at the moment, I think. Yes, you are muted. Sensei, can you unmute yourself? Are you well? Just waiting for Sensei's audio. He'll come there. He'll come back. I'll come back to him in a second. He's just run in. He's just set up very, very quickly. So he wanted to get on here before we ended today's show. So there you go. Great. Tom RUK. Brilliant. I've got some requests now. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. That's what's going to come up at the end of today's show. Marvelous. Now, we only have 20 minutes left. We will carry on if necessary. Longer if you'd like us to go longer. So we've only got 20 minutes to go. However, what I'm going to do is set a goal. We'll have some fun with this, and we'll make it 10, the lowest possible. There you go. There you go. Right. I'm going to give you, how long have we got? Can I do 30 minutes? Yes. 30 minutes. To carry on. To carry on the show. So what we're going to say is this. The show, carry on the show. The show ends in 30 minutes time. In fact, less than that, because it finishes on the hour. I've just started the clock. If you want Sensei to carry on, he's just organizing himself a moment and have a little bit extended, and to carry on, then you've got a goal of 10 super chats, and you can do a $1 super chat. As cheap as that, and then we'll carry on, and then we'll have a phone in, and you can ask Sensei questions, and we'll extend the brief thing that Sensei was going to do for me. So that's up to you. If you would like that extended, the opportunity to ask questions, the opportunity to phone in and be with Sensei on the call, and so on and so forth. If you'd like that, then you can have that. Okay. Now then, just before Sensei calls in, I've got a huge, huge announcement. This is the best announcement I've ever made for Robinhood. Are you ready for it? You're going to love this. You're going to love this. We're back in the house now, as you can see, debating. We'll be back there.
At this time, I yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Massachusetts, the distinguished ranking member of the Ways and Means Committee, Mr. Neal.
See if we can get this passed.
Without objection, the gentleman is recognized.
This is going backwards and forwards, and we'll be back with it. If we get another vote, we'll cover the live news. So we're just waiting for Sensei to call in at the moment. If we do get 10 $1 super chats, we'll extend the show, and you'll be able to call in and be on the show with Sensei and ask more. But right now, just before Sensei calls in, he's just resetting his studio. It seems he had a technical issue there. I'm going to bring you the biggest news we've ever been able to report, what we've waited for so long on Robinhood, to bring you right now. This is very, very exciting. I cannot wait to bring it to you. So I'm going to bring it to you now. Here it is. The time in the show is 44. Let me go. This is a world exclusive. No one has covered this yet. It's only been out minutes, so no one would have had a chance to have recorded this video. So let me share with you the news. This. Okay. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. The best news ever on the Robinhood app. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works. And you'll know that because you would have tuned in to my X and Instagram where I posted this statement that I was going to cover it into today's show. What is this? This has just come out about half an hour ago. I said I would cover it in today's show just before Sensei joins us, and I will cover it. I'm making this during a live show, so anything can happen. This is the biggest moment from Robinhood since the app was created. Why? Let me explain why, what this does, and how it works in the best way for you. I'll give you a real life example. Robinhood, up to today, has simply been no more than an app where you can buy and hold stocks. No more, no less. It's not and never was until today a trading platform. Yes, you could trade. You can buy and sell your shares all you like. But the reality is you'd probably be losing more often than you know. What do I mean by that? We all made the mistake. I made the mistake when I tuned it when I first came on to Robinhood. Other apps, not all, have a lot system like Robinhood does finally today. Robinhood didn't. Robinhood was purely a buy and hold, then sell app. What I mean by that is if you buy a stock, over time, it generally goes up and you sell it or some of it and you make a profit, right? Okay, that's called the FIFO rule. First in, first out. So what you bought first is likely to be the lowest, and as you buy more, they go up in price, so you're always selling for profit, okay? However, that doesn't work very well if the price goes down rather than going up. You see what I mean? Because Robinhood was basically a buy and hold app, not a trading app. Today, it's put its big boy pants on and become a proper full-on trading app. Because now we have lot selling released today for the very first time. What that means is you can now sell individual lots for tax advantages or realize profits. This is a huge deal. Up to this point, you've been selling and not knowing which stocks you're selling. You should know you're selling the first ones first, as in the FIFO rule, but many of you don't realize that, and sometimes you're selling for losses when you don't need to be, and you've not calculated how much tax you'd pay, and it's all a bit of a gamble, all a bit of a guess. It works fine if you're buying over time and selling over time, but if you're in and out trading, you're making loads of mistakes on Robinhood, and there's nothing you can do to avoid it other than send them an email every time about the lot you wish to sell, and that way you can do it, but no one does that, all right? So this is a big deal. Many of you have been losing money, and now many of you are going to make money for the very first time in real terms, not in just you think you've made money, okay? So, very, very important. If you tap the like button, I'm going to explain more how it works before we bring Sensei on. And consider subscribing to our channel as well. So, FIFO rule means first in, first out. So, whatever stock you bought 6 months ago, a year ago, is what you're selling first. And they go from the bottom of the pile and they work their way up. Okay? But you couldn't choose if you wanted to sell for a loss or sell for a profit. Maybe the stock you bought today had gone down. The price had gone down and today's stock was the lowest one. That's the one you wanted to sell rather than the one you bought 6 months ago, which was up. Maybe the stock has been falling. You don't want to sell the one you bought 6 months ago for a loss. You want to sell the one you bought today because it's much cheaper for a profit. Or maybe you do want to sell for a tax loss, but you don't know how much tax you need to save. The whole thing was a bit of a game and a bit of a mystery. Well, that's all going to be cleared up for you now. So let me explain what lots is, and then I'm going to show you in real terms what it actually means. So if we open this up, I'm opening this up with you live. Learn more. Introducing tax lots on Robinhood. Now you can see here, this was on their website December the 2nd, which was 18 days ago, but it's not been on their app until today. This is brand spanking new. At Robinhood, we're committed to making investing more accessible and transparent for everyone. That's why today we're introducing an important feature designed to help customers manage their tax liabilities and give them flexibility when selling lots, stocks, tax lots. It's not just for tax though. It's selling stocks for profit as opposed to stocks for losses as well. So it's a lot more than just that. They're kind of glossing over that because people will suddenly realize they've been selling stocks for losses for ages and not actually realize. Tax lots allow customers to choose specific assets to sell. In other words, you buy 20 shares of Robinhood over the last year, 1 today, 2 tomorrow, 5 last week, 20 last year, I don't know, different points. They are all individual lots. When you sell, you're selling whichever lot you choose. As before, you're selling the first one that you bought, and that may have been a profit or a loss, depending on how the stock has moved. All right? Whether it's the ones held long term, so now you know over 12 months you pay less tax on those, or the ones with the lowest or highest cost basis. Great. Now you know the ones that are in profit or ones in loss for whichever reason. Or the ones that might have experienced the greatest loss. This gives customers the ability to make more informed decisions and manage their tax bill. Very, very important, all right? How tax lots work. Tax lots will be available to all customers when they make a trade on the app. When using the feature, customers will be able to view the individual lots and make up their positions and select which ones to sell when executing a trade. For example, if you bought 100 shares of a stock in 2 separate transactions at different prices and you want to sell 50 shares, Robinhood now lets you choose the lots to sell. Okay, I'm not going to go into any more from Robinhood because I'm explaining it in a way that's I think makes it clearer anyway. So we'll come out of there, and what we'll actually do, we'll clear that away now. We don't need that anymore. I will actually go and demonstrate what I mean. So I'm not going to do it in real. I'm not going to complete the transaction because I don't want to sell, right? But let's say, and by the way, this doesn't work for crypto. This works for shares, individual shares or groups of shares or ETFs or whatever. Let's say I want to sell VU. Well, as you know, I've now got $250,000 invested in VU, and I started buying back in January, and those are all up because the stock has gone up since then. However, there was some I bought yesterday on the FOMC report on Wednesday that still haven't quite got up to those levels yet. Everything I bought overnight is up. It's been my biggest ever gain today, made nearly $6,000. But so not all of my gains have been up at the moment. But let's say I want to sell for profit, the maximum profit. I'd like to pay down some margin. So I want to sell for profit. I haven't got any tax to pay this year because I'm under the threshold, or I got a tax rebate last year. So if I sell today, and this is actually my case for real, if I sold today, I wouldn't pay tax on it because I've actually got on paper a tax loss this year. So I can actually sell this year, right now, up to $8,000, because on paper I've lost $8,000. Profit, tax-free. It's good, isn't it? You see the power of this? I've got a tax loss this year on paper of $8,000. I know that because if I look at my realized positions on here, if I go down here, I think it's down here. There you go. Realized profit this year. Tax loss, $8,943. I've lost money on paper. Did that on purpose. That way I'll get a tax rebate to offset what I've earned with YouTube. Thank you very much. However, because I've got a loss, I can afford to sell some stocks for profit and pay no tax because it will balance itself out. Make sense? Makes sense, right? Okay, I'm sure it does. So I could sell now, but I have to sell the right shares, not the ones I bought yesterday because they would be a loss. I don't want to sell for a loss. They've not made me any money yet. And I don't need to sell for a loss because I've already got a paper loss. That would be stupid. That would be like loss on loss. You know, what's the point? Didn't achieve anything. So what I do is I go down here and I decide I want to sell a share of the S&P 500. One that I bought right at the beginning for a profit and pay no tax on it. Fantastic. Woohoo. Free money, free gains without paying tax on my main account. How smart of me is that? It's very smart. This is why this is the way you have to invest. You have to, do the whole thing. So I'll click trade. Now bear with me, folks. I'm not actually going to go all the way through. I'll click trade. You can't quite see that. It's off the screen at the moment. Let's go sell. Sell. There you go. I want to sell. What you have to do is click shares. You have to click sell in tax lots. If I just click sell and be lazy, I will sell a share and I will sell the one I bought at the beginning of the year. And that's absolutely fine because in this case, that's what I want to do. But if I wanted to lose money, I would have chosen to sell one from yesterday that hasn't made a gain yet. I don't want to do that, do I? I've already got a tax loss. I want to sell a share for free and have no tax implication because I've already got a tax loss. This is real profit and hold the ones I've just bought to make profit in the future. That way I have more cash to pay down my margin. So we click sell in tax loss. Tax lots. From here, I can choose which one I want to sell. Bloody marvelous. Scroll all the way down to when I first bought the S&P 500. January the 15th. Can you see right at the bottom? I paid $463, $436. Marvelous. And you can see it tells me that those 4 shares, if I click those 4 there, I am going to make $433 profit. Woohoo! Tax-free. How about it? How about it? I'm reducing my margin and I'm making 433 profit, but I'm adding a lot more into my account. I'm adding a grand total of at the bottom of the screen, you can't see this, it's off the screen. It says, I'll be adding credit to my account of $2,178. Nice, straight off my margin, saving me 5.25% because I'm now paying 5.25% because I've got the lower rate of interest. And I'm getting 423 in real profit without paying tax. Brilliant. And then I click done, I click sell, and we're out of here. If I wanted to sell for a loss, for whatever reason, I could go to the top and the ones I've just bought. So hopefully that now explains how that works. I think everyone would agree Robinhood today has come of age. That makes Robinhood even better. And that was a real life example in my real life situation with my real shares. This is being made during a live video. Sensei is now on the line. He's about to call in. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description. Over here, I'll put the Robinhood playlist. And down here, I shall put my latest masterclass on investing. Down here, I've just recorded my second part of my masterclass for investing. You need to know how the whole market works. Not just a bit of it, but the whole of it. Down here, you will see my masterclass video part 2. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. By the way, underneath in the description, you will find a link to, and I'm going to give it to everybody live right now, Robinhood USA link. Everyone gets free Robinhood shares, or Robinhood UK. I've put that in the link in the chat and below in the description. Everyone gets 5 free shares of Robinhood UK using my referral. How about that? Above my head, down here, over here, down here, masterclass part 2. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, how about that? How about that? Very, 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 very good. What do you mean by reducing margin? Paying off some of the margin that I've acquired. That's what it means. Right, now we're going to bring in. Who are we going to bring in? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? Sensei's probably never heard of that. He's probably thinking, I have no idea who that is. He's smiling sort of smug smile. You sort of never heard of it. I don't know. Well, ask him. Sensei, have you heard of the Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters. I've heard of them. I've never watched it.
There you go. Way too young for that. You know, who are you going to call? You could call the Ghostbusters, but I would recommend you call Sensei Crypto live on the show. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I always like to say I'm doing well, but I'm not actually doing too well. I'm a bit unwell, but
yes,
that's why I'm
sorry to hear that.
the last few days. But I am. There's much worse things that can be happening, so I am doing well. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better, even though you're not too well. So thank you for taking the time to be on with the Lucasades today. The day after the night before, you're smarter than me today. You're more buttoned up than me. You've got a buttoned up shirt. I'm like this because I've been up all night. I haven't slept. I'm extremely tired. Buying those trades, going all in, big time. You've seen how much I've gone all in. And today I've made $6,000 live on the show. Unrealized gains, of course, but that's my biggest swing ever in one day, because of everything we already knew about inflation and government playing around and Donald Trump threatening trades and all the rest of it. So that's what that's all about. But thank you for taking time to call in.
What a day. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes. And it follows the night after I was on an earnings call. How about that bit of history, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I can still can't quite get over that. I wish I could find out if I am the first ever YouTuber to do it. Probably. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that happens very, very often. Anyway, who knows? Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. We don't know. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to be in today. As we saw, once again, the markets went off last night for the reasons we've already given. Inflation scared everybody. We said PPI was the main report. I said it'd be good. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't have bought throughout the night, would I? So I was very confident in inflation numbers. I bought that. And everything sold off, including XRP, which is what everyone wants to hear from you right now, mainly, of course. And all the other things with the government to shut down and the tariffs and all the rest of the drama, everything sold off. Once again, you were spot on. It touched the $2 within, I think, 1.5 cents. So you were there again. People could have traded 25, 30% again for the third time in a row. So I'm going to be quiet now. People want to hear from you. What's your thoughts now? If they took the profit when we suggested, are they buying back in at $2? And if they are, and if you think that's okay, where do they go from here? What's the next level? Over to you, Sensei.
Yeah, I'll put up my full screen and show you the charts. So yeah, I mean, we came down to the same level of support around the $2 level, 197 is where the support line is. It's basically $2, and we've already had a swing of 20% to the upside. So that is already a trade that some people were willing to take. Again, it's not financial advice. It's just a level of support, that was very realistically going to come down to. This circle I drew the other day saying we can come down for a double bottom. $2 again, that is a double bottom scenario. So some people might just be happy with that 20%, and they've probably already taken profits. The traders making 20% in a day and on leverage, especially if that's on leverage, that they could be doubling their money, even if it's not on leverage. 20% in a day is an amazing trade. So people have probably already taken profits. So that double bottom scenario can start playing out. The initial upside is done. You got the 20%. I apologize about the quality. I'm not sure what's going on there, but the initial 20% move to the upside is completed. So congratulations, first part of the trade. Again, not financial advice. It's just the level of support. Buyers came in at $2. Now, if you're looking for a proper double bottom scenario where we try and get back to sort of all-time highs for XRP, then we come back to those resistance levels we're talking about. Remember, we gave you the warning a few weeks ago, 50%
Sensei, just 1 second. We have just switched to members only mode. So when Sensei finishes what he's saying now, you will be able to answer. He will be able to answer your question. So if you've got a question for Sensei, we are in members only mode. So everyone gets a chance to have their questions. Another one of our members' perks. Over to you, Sensei.
Yeah. So I was just saying a couple of weeks ago, we did the 50% video. We got a 35% correction. Remember, another 50%. At some point, XRP will drop 50% as Martyn says, it's not a matter of if, it's when. Whether that's in the bear market, whether that's tomorrow, always be prepared for big drops. However, we got to what we were looking for in the short term, and that short-term drop was about a 35% move to the downside. Then we got the upwards move. Then we had that. Then we got a couple of days ago when I came live, I said, be very careful. We got a breach of an important level, but we didn't hold it as support, and then we got the crash back down to the $2. And now what we're looking for the people that are on the side and looking at this from more of a long-term perspective, who don't really care about this 20% to move to the upside, which I think is absolutely incredible because it came back down to that support. The next trade is looking to see if this double bottom will hold. What does that mean? It means $2 will hold as a level of support. It means we start moving back above these levels of what they'll be regarded now as resistance: $2.28, $2.40, the famous $2.62 and $2.70. So it's just going to be a game of, are we going to hold $2? And are we if we do hold $2, that's on the support side of things, and then the resistance levels, start taking them out, and then we can start telling more bullish and start seeing this as a formal double bottom pattern to all-time highs. But so far, again, the trade's been completed. Not much to do now. I mean, we did the waiting. We got the $2. It'll be silly trying to FOMO in now or trying to take a trade now. The trade was literally done today. 20% gain to the upside. You don't have to trade every second of the day. You don't even have to trade if you don't want to. You might have added to your long-term position at $2. But again, it's not financial advice. It's just a level of support on a chart. $2, very important. And then there was also a bit of fundamental news coming out from Martyn, a bit of technicals, a bearish, and that's why we came down to $2. Right now, I wouldn't be too eager to start trading this and start taking more positions. We've only just got the $2 target hit, so if you're on the bull side of this, let's just start taking out some resistance and start moving to the upside, but no specific trade. You don't have to trade every second of the day right now. We've got a very bullish day, 20% move to the upside, an amazing day for XRP, amazing day for the traders that took that position at $2. And that's what we were warning you about. That's what me and Martyn kept saying. And everyone was saying that we're bears on XRP. No, we're not. My target for this bull run, I'm taking lots of profits at $5. And I think XRP can make it to $10. So it's not that we're bears. It's just that we want to give you the correct information. Everyone else will keep saying it's going to go up. It's going to go up to $100, $10 tomorrow. We're saying, yeah, we think it's going to go to $5 main target. $10 is very possible, but it's going to be a rocky ride. And if you're not ready to ride the waves and take the trades along the way, then it's going to be a difficult time for you, and you're going to FOMO out at the wrong times. You're going to FOMO in at the wrong time. So I'm just here to tell you to break it down, bring you the charts, bring some sense into the stock, explain why these things are occurring, so that you guys can make level-headed decisions and get answers from different perspectives. And I think that's really important, having my perspective, having Martyn's perspective, doing your own research, and navigating the markets together. So that's my update on XRP. Congratulations on that $2. Thank you, Martyn, for continuing to bring the truth out and suggesting to people that don't be surprised if there's a crash. And that's what occurred, even though we took a lot of hate for it. But that has occurred. And again, it might go down further. There might be another 50% correction. There will be in the bear market. But for now, $2 is holding, and that's the area that's important at this moment in time.
Sensei, if you could come back onto main camera, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. I know you're not feeling well. Can you give us a couple more minutes, or do you need to go straight away? Okay, thank you very much indeed. We are going to run out of time. We did say if we got 10 $1 super chats, Sensei would do a little bit extra for you. We've got 4 minutes left. The countdown is virtually gone, so you've got 4 minutes to do that if you want to do that. Otherwise, Sensei will be going. He's not feeling very well. We've got a couple of questions, and thank you for saying so, Sensei. The comments the compliments you paid me, I appreciate it. And yes, we do get. When we say we get hate, we reported on it this morning. I don't know if you saw that today's call-in, a very, 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 very aggressive, threatening email, which upset my wife tremendously this morning. I shared it with her, and I shouldn't have done it. It was my mistake. But yeah, we do get some people that are losing money, get very angry, and very, very aggressive, very unpleasant indeed. However, Look at the chat, 98%, if not more. I can't say 99%, it would just sound ridiculous. But everyone's a member. We've got 720 members, Sensei. I mean, everyone's a member. The views are going through the roof. It's great. But, you only want one bad apple, and it's what you remember, sadly. And we're right. When we've been right about the market, we've been right about XRP, we've been right about the inflation, we've been right about just about everything, really, haven't we? We had a good run so far. So, got a couple of questions from Sensei, for Sensei. Saab Shergill has asked, got my 2,000 shares filled yesterday at 162. Did you get yours filled, Sensei?
Yeah, so Mobix, I bought some around 153. Then obviously it had that pump back up, and then I think I was 155. My shares got filled again on Mobix, so I'm not sure what it's trading at now, but I'm sure it's back above those levels.
Hasn't it recovered again really well today? Eh?
Yeah. I'm having a look at it now.
Mobix, I am very excited about it. And I know people want you to do the charts on Sunday. And I'm going to say it again. You've heard it me first. I spend a lot of time building relationships off air, talking to CEOs, hedge fund managers, Wall Street managers. One day we'll have Brad Garlinghouse on the show. One day we'll have Elon Musk on the show. You can write that down. You can record the video the day I said it. All these things will happen. No question about it. And you learn a great deal when you talk to the people that work there. All right. And I've got a really good feeling about where we're going with Mobix. That's all I'm saying. Nothing. I don't know anything else. Not like I know secret information. I share everything live with you. But when you get to know people, and you will say this, Sensei, when you get to know people that run the projects in your world, the crypto projects, you get to know how they work. And if you got good people, that's 90% of the business there, right there. Because you might have a good product or a good project, but if you've got idiots and bad actors running the thing, it's never going to do well, is it, for the shareholder or the owners? So that, it's very important. Just as I go for the last couple of questions, if you tap subscribe right now, you could be about to break another amazing moment. 53,974. There's got to be 26 people who haven't subscribed, and then we're hitting another milestone on the way to our 100,000 subscribers. Absolutely wonderful. So please do that. That would be nice to see that happen. We always like to see it happen in a live show. It's nice. Are you enjoying the 4K, Sensei? Can you see more of my beautiful skin now? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, not right now on the interview, but when I watch it, I'm always on 4K. Loving it. Zooming in on the eyes. Zooming in.
I know. Everyone's doing it. It's amazing, isn't it? They're seeing how many lines I've got. Anyway, so next question. Talking about Mobix. Saab, if you join Sensei on Sunday, he will do a chart for you on Mobix, I'm sure. The man, the myth, the legend. Yes, Sensei Crypto is here. That's MSK. Thank you. Stacey Bailey, feel better, Sensei. Yes.
Loving the comments. Thank you, Stacey. I'm liking some of these comments. Let him go to bed. He looks like crap. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, but he always looks like that. Imagine if Sensei
I was going to say, do I actually look that much different, or is that just...
Oh, yeah. You always look haggard. Imagine if you were on 4K. Oh, my God. People would switch. Don't you upgrade your internet to 4K quality? Because
I've got the best I can at Starlink.
Be a bit blurry. A bit blurry.
I might bring it down a little bit, I think, maybe.
Feel better, said Dennis. Namisha, everyone sending love to Sensei. You're very loved and appreciated by the family of Lucasades. You look like Novak Djokovic, but with bigger hair. He does, doesn't he? I just thought that.
I've heard that the last 2 weeks, which is
yeah.
I've never heard
Novak
that before,
Djokovic with bigger hair. I agree with that.
Brilliant. Is that a good thing? Was that bad?
It is a good thing. Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's a good thing.
I'll take it.
You take it. Take it when you can.
Cancels out the other comment.
I'm bullish on Mobix. On the long term, got to make it through the market downtrend. Get well, Sensei. Poll better duo. Martyn and Louis, or Martyn and Sensei? Martyn and Louis. Who's Louis? Martyn and Louis, or Martyn and Sensei? Don't know who that other person is. No idea. Thanks for putting me on the Mobix, Martyn. I wasn't on my radar. It definitely is now. So thank you. You're very, very welcome. Absolutely great. Get well, Sensei. Bank on Robinhood now. Might be a good pump soon. That is a great feature. You're a trader, Sensei. You'll appreciate that lot information, right?
Yeah, I was going to say to you, I mean, that's what you've sort of been campaigning for, and I
Yeah.
think you actually must have had a significant part in them bringing that out, because obviously you're one of I think the biggest YouTuber that shows Robinhood, and again, you don't have any sponsorship from Robinhood, but you use their platform all the time. You're sort of the voice for Robinhood, and I think they've been looking at your videos and been seeing that that's something you've been advocating for. So I think you've had a real big part to play in that amazing feature that's not only going to benefit you, it's going to benefit all the members, it's going to benefit the whole Robinhood community, and it's going to benefit the stock price. So I don't think people realize that you probably had a big part to play in bringing that feature out. So I was going to mention that to you and say congratulations. I mean, that's again a good thing about knowing these people, having this platform. I mean, what was it? About 6 months ago, I was in London speaking to before Robinhood UK came out. I was sat in a room with Robinhood officials. I forgot what their titles, but we were talking about the Robinhood UK app, how to make it better, and I had the early release, and I was doing all that sort of stuff. So all of these things we do is not only for the benefit of us; it's for the benefit of the wider community. So again, congratulations on
yeah, thank you.
on making
Yeah, I had
that
lots of
happen.
emails and I had lots of emails and conversations with them. It was totally necessary. It was fooling a lot of people. It's gonna be good for everyone. This is a win for them, even though they might have made some money on trades that were losing money. I don't know, but it's a win for everyone. This benefits everyone. Phil Better Sensei, is government shutdown good or bad for XRP? It's not good for anything. It's instability. Remember, I'll let Sensei answer, but I think Sensei will agree. People invest on what's the word I'm looking for? Stability. We like to know, at least investors do. Gamblers don't really care, but investors like to look forward to where the market's going. What we want to know: who the president's going to be, what they're going to do. Our rates are going to go up, our rates are going to go down. Is the government going to be, taken care of? These things are important. This is what brings in the real money. Not the little money, the real money. And real money wants stability. That was the word I was looking for. Stability. And the government shutdown isn't good for anyone. Do you agree with that, Sensei?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it's going to be sudden, I mean, we saw the sudden news had a bad effect on the market. I mean, if it does occur again,
it was great though for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, if it happens again, it's probably just going to be another buying opportunity, because then stability will happen sooner or later. So yeah, I don't think it's too big of a concern either way. I mean, if it does happen, it's a buying opportunity. It's probably not good for the market short term, but I think we'll come out the other. It's nothing major, I don't think.
Yeah. We've heard from Mike. I got a text from Mike. So Mike's also in the chat. He let me know earlier that Lisa is out of surgery and she's fine. More tests to come, but she's fine. And that is great to hear. Great to hear, Mike. Thank you for keeping us updated. Brian Bynum said Steve Martin and Jerry Lewis. Now I know. Steve Martin and Jerry Lewis. Yeah. You're way too young to remember that, Sensei. I'm not even going to ask you. These are guys in their 80s and 90s. You won't even know what that number means. But Steve Martin and Jerry Lewis, or Martin and Sensei. Martin and Sensei's better. Martin and Sensei. Do you know why Martin and Sensei's better? Steve Martin and Jerry Lewis, great entertainers. Jerry Lewis did the telethon, which I did 2 years ago for the Lions Club, which is the same thing. And he did it on TV, of course, to millions. I did it on YouTube to a few thousand people, but the same idea. The thing is, they're very good entertainers, but me and Sensei are not only good entertainers, we're good at investing too. Jerry Lewis, very scrupulous tax evasion. So there you go. Different people, different day, different characters. Anyway, what else have we got here? Prayers, Mike. Yes, indeed. Very, very nice. I'm asking about Bonk because it's newly... Oh, my dear. I'm asking about Bonk, B-O-N-K. Apparently it's on Robinhood. Got any thoughts on Bonk?
Can you believe it, Martyn, that once upon a time you used to take the Mickey out of Binky Boink coin, and then about 2 months later a coin called Boink appeared, and it's one of the best performing assets. It's true. Yeah. And now it's on the Robinhood. I would I mean, personally I'd stay clear, but it seems like it's another one of those meme coins that have done well. but coming on Robinhood, is that going to have a big effect? And the market cap was already big before. I don't think it's going to have a listing pump like it did with like it would with Coinbase and stuff. But I haven't seen the chart. It might have had an initial surge, but I don't think it's anything too significant. If it wants to do well, it will be because the meme coin side of the sentiment is doing well. So
I can't
nothing
even.
specific on Robinhood.
I can't even give it any time. There's a coin called Fart Coin. I mean, bloody hell, this is it's ridiculous. I made the statement today, and I think from what I'm listening to and the people I'm talking to, and it's that family of people I talk to is getting wider by the day. I think, Sensei, and this might go against what you believe, but I think the day will come, and it won't be that far away. Crypto will all go away, other than the useful stuff. When just like when everything comes out, when everything starts, there's all the crazy versions of it, right? Everyone's running around creating a version of it until it settles down and becomes what it is. Just like we had Betamax became VHS, even though Betamax was better, and we had tapes and CDs, and now we have digital music. We all know, and we've seen it now, clearly, RLUSD being adopted by institutions to replace fiat to move money around. When every bank and when every institution and everybody's got RLUSD on some app on their phone and they're using that to transfer money, which is why Bitcoin was invented, if you believe the white paper, what it was supposed to be, even though Bitcoin can't do it, right? That's what it was invented for, Satoshi said. So because it gets exciting and everyone then was able to create versions of it with all the fart coins and the binky bonks, right down to XRP, whatever. Some good, some bad, not some indifferent, right? It gave everyone the chance to trade stuff, and just like trading cards or trading stamp collections, gave everyone the chance to play with money. And people did, and they made money, and some people lost money. But when we adopt the system and it finally grows up and becomes what it was invented for, which is already happening, like RLUSD, and you can move money around, and everyone's got digital currency, and every system's built in, and it's quite normal. It's not rock and roll anymore. It's not dangerous anymore. It's not weird. It's not odd. It's not scary. It's not like all unregulated or what's going on. It's all completely organized. There's no point in everything else. I think you'll end up with having the digital gold, like Bitcoin, maybe XRP and a few others, whatever. But essentially, 99% will go away and it'll just fade out to nothing, and you'll end up with just a proper useful system, and you won't require it. And people will just lose interest in it, and it won't feel the need. There will always be something they can, basically swap and trade as if it's gambling. That'll always exist. We can bet on how many clouds in the sky every day if you want. I'm sure somebody will create an app for that. But I think once crypto grows up, which it's just about doing now, it'll be very, very different in the future, and there won't be millions of coins. And if there are, the volume will be so low, there'll be no interest in it at all. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I completely agree on that. And that's also one of the reasons why I've been sort of advocating, if you want to use that word, for crypto over the last 4 years, is because seeing all of this going on, it tells you we are early. Sometimes you can use the analogy of the .com era, where there was just the internet was new, everyone wants to get involved in it. They were putting .com at the end of their names. They were doing anything to do with the internet, and these companies might not have been making money. They probably weren't doing anything useful. However, their valuations were going to absurd levels. But that's were still amazing times to buy Amazon, Apple, all these companies. But that was about 90% of them went away and got bankrupt, and their valuations dropped a hell of a lot. So it does mean we are early, but not early for all the coins, early for maybe 5-10 coins. And that's why I think if you're investing in the long term in crypto, it's actually harder than people think. It's not just you can pick 10-20 coins and you'll be fine. A lot of these coins will go to zero, and in 10 years time, I mean, this is a controversial thing to say, but XRP I think is probably one of the most useful coins, but I need to keep a close eye on XRP, because maybe in 10 years time, there is a better coin, there is a better technology. We are still 10, 15 years into crypto, and if I don't keep looking at and trying to understand the market and trying to understand all these utility coins, there might be a better XRP around the corner. An XRP I don't want to get married to, even though I love the technology and it's the best out there, and I think it's the best crypto coin right now, because the industry is so new. In 10 years' time, there could be a better XRP. So even I'm not even saying, okay, I'm going to hold XRP until I'm 100 years old, because it's such a new technology, it's such a new industry that you have to be very, very, you have to be basically listening to all the news. You have to be updating your portfolio once a year if you're a really long-term investor, just so you can understand what is still being innovated. Is it still the best coin? It's so new, and that's why I think you can probably make a lot of money at the crypto industry. But as you said, probably 98% of the coins that are in existence today won't be in existence in 10 years' time. There might be some other random coins in existence in 10 years' time, because as you said, there will always be random coins and people wanting to make money. But in 10 years from then, they're probably not going to be in existence. And there'll be a very, very small fraction of coins. And I do think XRP will be part of it. I do think Bitcoin will stick around. Don't know about Ethereum. Maybe Solana's the new Ethereum. People are moving their money from Ethereum to Solana. You don't know. These things change very, very rapidly, and I don't want anyone to get married to any tokens. I love XRP, but I'm even saying XRP might not be around in 10 years' time if there's a better technology. I do think it will. I don't think anyone. I think they've got a good head start, and there's a big company backing it. So, but I'm just making that point that there might we are so early. And if XRP is not going to be around, why would the number 50 cryptocurrency be around in 10 years? Why would the number 200 cryptocurrency? Why would the 2000th largest market cap crypto be around in 5-10 years time? It probably won't. It most likely won't. Yeah.
That's why I enjoy and embrace our relationship so much, because you look at it, even though no one's more bullish in XRP than you. We know that. You look at it the way I look at science and the way scientists look at science. Why science is such a great thing? Because we don't live in the dark ages where someone announces that everyone who's got brown hair must be a witch, and we walk around going, she's a witch, burn her at the stake. That's a bit silly. We know now that doesn't work. She probably wasn't a witch, so let's not do that. We like science because what science does is it looks at something, tests it again, and if it keeps coming out with the same answer, then it makes sense that that's the conclusion. But science always keeps an open mind that it may get it wrong, and it reassesses itself and relearns and adapts itself. And that's how science gets it right more than gets it wrong. It knows it can get it wrong, and it's constantly challenging and learning from itself. So we know the world is a sphere. It's round. It's not flat. We keep checking and testing, and we know these things. And I think they're doing the same thing, which not a lot of crypto enthusiasts and gamblers do. They get a name they like, sounds cool. A lot of their mates talk about it. They build a social platform around it, and they like the icon or the name of the XRP. It's got that sort of, cool sounding sort of title. I mean, Fartcoin sounds like a joke. XRP sounds like some sort of space.
And it's so cheap. It's only $1.
It's only $1, so it must be good, right? It's better than Bitcoin. It's $1. We had someone on the show the other day going, can XRP go to Bitcoin? That $100,000. I said, not in a billion years, because the market cap would be the market cap of the universe. So it doesn't make any sense. Person didn't get it. I think it can. Just what Bitcoin did. Yeah, all right. Okay. That's like my can of Coke's going to go to a gazillion, bajillion, blah, blah, blah dollars just because I said it. All right. No, it ain't. Right. So anyway, I like that. The fact that you are so XRP, but yet you're also looking at the science of it, the facts of it. And that's why you keep winning. That's why your trades are right. That's why your calls are right. And I'm looking at it the same. It's about, for me, for you, it's the charts and the technicals. Me, it's the human relationships and the fundamentals. You put together the two, we must win 99 times out of 100 because we're not emotionally attached to it. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science what's going on today with the government playing silly games. It's not rocket science. Inflation's either up or it ain't. We know what the rate is. There's a way to calculate it. We're not guessing, right? So it's great you think like that, and I'm not surprised you said that, but it's great to hear someone so XRP is saying, yeah, maybe next year there'll be something better than XRP and I'll be all into that. And that's what you should be, not just married to the same thing forever. Imagine if you said that about VHS and then, DVD came out. Oh, I still like my VHS. Well, you're wrong, aren't you?
Yeah, imagine if you've only got, if you go back 20 years and whatever was in the S&P 500 20 years ago, you're still holding now, it would be a bad investment, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So it's
90% of the Russell won't be around in 10 years. That's just the way it is. They go bust. 90% of that. Yeah, there's companies now that we used to think were the greatest companies in the world that don't exist anymore. They might be rattling around in some little tin somewhere with 3 shareholders or something. I don't know. I remember MySpace. MySpace could not possibly be. There's been so many great companies. Was it? I can't remember now. There's a few I've recently been looking at. Was it Kodak? It was a big trader. Nokia was a big trading company. I think it still exists, but it's just some little private company now, and just it doesn't do anything anymore. But yeah, I mean, you can't just assume. That's why I like the S&P, because people that know more about it than I do have said, this stock is now rubbish, we're taking that out, and this stock is doing better, we're putting that in, and I didn't even have to worry about it. I now own Palantir. I think Palantir and TPL came in a few weeks ago, and I forget what went out, but when I looked at it, it made sense that what came in was good and what was rubbish went out, and it's good. Those businesses still exist, they're just not in my portfolio anymore. Thank you very much, because they weren't doing any business. Makes sense, right? Someone just said, I'm going to let Sensei go because I know he's not very well. Someone just said that the lot situation is only on my app, not on the PC. I'm not going to look right now because if I do, it changes my settings, but I bet you any money I can give you the answer for that without even looking. Robinhood is trying to get everyone to use the Legend version of the interface. You know what I mean? Everyone who opens up the browser will see at the top Legend. It's an option. It opens it up, makes it look different. I actually don't like sharing it because I just like the basic line chart. I don't need to. If I want wiggly lines, I tune into Sensei's show on Sunday and I see all the lines and the chart. I don't need it for what we do. Some people go, oh yeah, but it's more detailed. No, that's why Sensei does charts. I don't need the screen to be covered in flashing lights and stuff like that. That's not what I'm doing. I don't require it. So I don't use Legend, but I bet you any money you like, if you click Robinhood Legend and you go to sell a stock, it's either in there now or it's about to be added to that system, because there's no way they would add it to the app and not put it on Legend. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's in Legend and not the main the default platform, because they're fading that out. They want everyone to use the more advanced trading platform. So I would imagine if you click Legend, you'll find it in there. I'm not going to do it because it changed all my settings, but I bet you any money you like, that's where it is or it will be. I think we've covered everyone's questions. There's nobody else wishing to ask Sensei a question, so I think we're good. But we can wrap it up together because my Christmas concert is in half an hour. It's our actual Christmas concert because it's obviously 4 days to Christmas. So I'm sure me and Sensei would like to wish everybody a happy Christmas as in England, Merry Christmas as in America. We'll be back on Sunday, Sensei show. If I can give everyone the link and then Sensei can tell us what we might get from Sensei's show.
I can't put it any better than Martyn, the Wiggly Line show. If you want to see some wiggly lines on a wiggly chart with some scribbles and stuff like that.
Basically, that's what it is. You like to make it sound better. You give it names. You give it head and shoulders, cups and flipping sideboards at tables. I don't know. Mr. MacD under the flipping table, above the table. I don't know. Wiggly lines. As far as I'm concerned, it's wiggly lines. All right? That's how it is. It looks like we're voting again for this bill. So let's have a quick look. We've got 170 Republican, 996 for the nays. It's got worse. Oh, no, we've got 25 left. 70, 80, 90. Bloody hell, it's coming down to the wire again. They're voting again. I'll just share with you. There's nothing to share here because we've got our music show in a minute, but they're at it again. They're at it again, these people. I have to say, Sensei, until today, I've never actually looked and paid attention to this, but I've got to say, it's brilliant. It's a great system. I wish the UK did something like this. They go to vote. We see what they're voting on. You've got the scores on the screen. They're doing it on their phones, and you can see it literally in real time. The numbers rolling around. You can, there's 3 to go, and there's 3 to go. It's quite good actually. I quite like it. Very transparent style of American politics. I quite like that. I like it. Anyway, it's time to wrap up the show. This is Sensei's show on Sunday. Sensei, I'm sure you're going to get 1,000+ people on Sunday. I wouldn't be surprised. If everyone takes a little note of this, here is, they've got until midnight. They have until midnight, and it will go right down to the wire. Crazy, isn't it? Bloody horse trading. Here is the event. Their Sensei show on Sunday. Now, this was created before Sensei had a chance to talk to me. I can change the thumbnail and the title, but the point is, it's there in the bank, so you can actually click on it and visit, Sensei show now. So I recommend everyone click on it, leave a comment. We've got the 10 requests by looks already. Click the like, click the notification and share and all the rest of it. And you can join Sensei Sunday at 3 p.m. What might they expect from you on Sunday other than the wiggly lines?
Other than the wiggly squiggly lines, we will be looking at XRP, see if there's. It'll be towards the weekly candle closes of the S&P, Bitcoin, and everything. But we're going to be looking at the S&P 500, seeing if that correction has ended. The recovery back to all-time highs. Again, Bitcoin, is that going to make it back to all-time highs? How's that chart looking on the weekly and the daily? And again, XRP, it's going to be an important one, which I'll be analysing on a charting perspective, as well as all the members. I've already seen some of your requests. So members, because you're members, we like to give back to you. So any chart requests on your specific stocks or crypto, we'll be doing throughout that show as well. So do come in on a Sunday. Do hit the notify me button. I am live every Sunday. So we do have a nice show. We do have a lot of regulars, and I hope people that haven't come before will join me and see what the show's all about, and we can learn about technical analysis together.
Great stuff. Okay, well, I think on that note, what we'll do is I will invite all of you to join me. We're going to have a great night tonight. It's our proper Christmas party. I'll put this in the chat. Stand by, Sensei. We haven't done this for about a year. You'll be straight on it. I know you will. Right? I've got no fear. I'm confident. As you may have noticed in my 3 o'clock in the morning, $100,000 margin position. Keep that close to your chest. Christmas party. It's all relative though, Sensei, isn't it? Really, if you've got $1 million portfolio, doesn't matter, does it? It's all in relationship, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why you shouldn't compare yourself to each other as well. I mean, the same concept.
Yeah, exactly. Christmas party. There's the link in the chat. Let me pin it to the top. There it is. Come and join us. I'm going to make it so it goes directly to that, so everyone can tune in without doing anything. And tonight, we're the very first one in 4K for the music studio, so it should sound even better. There's a bigger, wider bandwidth, and it should also look a bit more buttery smooth, which is what I try to aim for. Let me, subscribers, yes, redirect. Click that button there. There it is. Step into Christmas. It's our party. We're literally going to step into Christmas.
Did we hit the subscriber goal?
Oh, we're nearly there. I was just about to come to that. 53,980. Let's see if we can do it right now. Is there 20 people not watching right now that could subscribe to the channel to roll it around to 54,000 subscribers? And we are now up. We are over the hill, coming down the other side, racing down to 100,000 subscribers. That's going to be a big day as I get the silver plaque to go on the wall behind me. I can't wait. I've already got the place. I've already got the light. Already know how I'm going to train a light on it and bring it into the show and change the colors of it. Red day, green day, all that stuff. Ready to rock and roll. Can't wait for that. So if we can get there, it would be absolutely amazing. But if not, we'll be there, I'm sure, by tonight. There we go. 19 to go. Very, very close indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Going to wrap up the show. Going to get myself ready for the music show. Grab a beer. Looking forward, of course, tomorrow. Big event tomorrow. If you are a member of the channel, members only, or 18 to go, it's getting close. Tomorrow, members only. If you go on the homepage of the channel, look for the most recent members only video. It's on the homepage. It says reveal the location. If you're a member, you can come to the event, join us for a steak dinner. We're going around the town and we're going to have a bit of fun, completely kick back. I'm really looking forward to meeting the Lucasades. Of course, they're looking forward to meeting me more. Let's be honest. They're looking forward. I'm doing it because it's my job. I've got to meet you because it's like, give back. Give back to the little people. Give back. To you, it's an honor. You're meeting a living legend. So for you, it's an honor. For me, it's just a job. But I will pretend that it's actually a pleasure. So one day I'm not going to get away with this. One day people are going to go, he's gone too far. Living legend. Who do you think he is? Ricky Gervais. Isn't that what Ricky Gervais says? He says something like that. It's an honour for you to come and watch this show. He does something like that. But everyone seems to like it, so I might just do it. Anyway, 15 to go. That's it from me. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Go on that video and you will find the link to it. It'll tell you where we are, what time. Very much looking forward to that. But that's it. It's time now to tell you, join me tomorrow for the party. We will go and do a members-only live stream on our phones, nice and easy, no tripods, no fancy microphones, just on our phones, just so all the members can tune in to say hello from our dinner table and from the pub when we fall out. When Stephen Lewandowski's rolling down the road with Zachzay and I'm kicking him down the road into the gutter because I've had too many beers, I just don't care at that point. You'll see all that. There's bound to be a fight. There's bound to be a drunken brawl. Tune in for that. That's happening tomorrow night. Sunday, it's Sensei show. Monday, we're back. It will be, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We're back on the 23rd. There'll be no show, I don't think, on the 24th. Christmas Eve. Family are coming into the house. So Leah said, no show. The family are here. No show. No show on the 25th. Bank holiday anyway. No one's open. And then I might be back the next day if the in-laws and family are buggered off. If they're still here, I will still be entertaining family. That's it from me. So now it's time to get ready for the party. So Sensei, in good spirits. We haven't done it for ages. I can't even remember how it goes now. It's good night from me.
Good night from me.
No, you're supposed to say it's good night from him.
Oh, I've never. It's good night from him.
You've not seen the two Ronnies, have you? Two again. See, you're showing your age. So what they do is they say,
"Okay, good night from him."
No, start again. Good night from me.
Good night from him.
There you go. It's better. Until next time, as always,
take care of yourselves
and each other. Ta-ra.